This pillowcase consists of a front body and a back body. First, crochet the front body, then crochet the back body. After both pieces are completed, join them together. Next, sew buttons at the opening. The front body includes the base piece and petals. First, finish crocheting the base piece. Then, crochet the petals on top of the base piece. The base piece uses the magic ring method for casting on. Crochet in rounds counterclockwise along the starting chain. Before starting the actual crocheting, learn the proper posture for crocheting the edging. To make it easier for everyone to see clearly, I'll demonstrate using cotton yarn with random colors. For specific yarn color schemes and hook sizes, please refer to the detail page of our product and paper instructions. Begin casting on. The chart indicates casting on using the magic ring method. Pick up the yarn tail with your right hand and wrap it twice around your left index finger. Now there are 3 strands of yarn on your left index finger. Pinch the overlapping part of the loops with your right thumb and index finger. Take the yarn. Then wrap the yarn tail around your left little finger once. Pass it through between the middle finger and index finger. Transfer the loop to between your left middle finger and thumb. Pick up the crochet hook with your right hand. The hook moves between these 2 points. Insert the hook into the loop. Position the hook on the left side of the yarn. Wrap the yarn counterclockwise and draw the yarn through. There's a loop on the hook. Secure with a chain stitch. Yarn over and pull through the loop, gently tighten. This completes the starting chain. Begin the first round. In the chart, work 3 chains first. The number before indicates how many chains to work. Here it means to work 3 chain stitches. Position the hook on the left side of the yarn, yarn over and pull through. This is 1 chain stitch. Move on to the second chain stitch, yarn over, pull through. This is the second chain stitch. Then work the third stitch. These 3 chain stitches are now complete. These 3 chains count as the turning chain for the double crochet. Next, work 13 DC. Similarly, the number indicates how many stitches to work. Here it means to work 13 double crochets. Yarn over, insert the hook into the chain space. Yarn over, pull the yarn through. There are now 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops. There are now 2 loops remaining on the hook. Yarn over and draw through all loops in once. This completes 1 double crochet, corresponding to the V-shaped loop above on the right. This is the stitch of the double crochet. Next, work the second double crochet. Yarn over, insert the hook into the magic ring. Yarn over, pull the yarn through. Then yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops sequentially. Repeat twice. Once. Twice. The second double crochet is complete. Continue to crochet the third stitch. This completes 3 double crochets. From here on, continue using the same method. Finish crocheting the remaining 10 double crochets. After completing, check the stitch count. Including the beginning chain, there are 14 stitches in this round. Close the magic ring. There are 2 loops. Gently pull the starting tail. 1 loop is moving. Tighten the moving loop. One loop remains. Pull tight directly. This secures the loops. Next, join with a slip stitch in the first stitch of the round. First, find the top of the beginning chain. Which is these 3 chains here. Work into the 3rd chain. This is the first double crochet stitch. The right side loop here is the 3rd chain of the turning chain. Insert the hook under both loops. Then yarn over and pull the yarn through. Pull through all loops on the hook in once. Slip stitch completed. This is the chain formed by the slip stitch. The joining slip stitch does not count as a stitch. Tighten it. The slip stitch is not indicated in the form. When crocheting in rounds, always finish by joining with a slip stitch and pull tight. This completes the first round. Move on to the second round. The second round starts with BLO, meaning back loop only. You can see the stitch has 2 loops like this. The loop closer to you is the front loop. The one farther away is the back loop. This round is worked on the back loop of the stitches. First, work the stitch pattern inside the parentheses. The square brackets here mean to work multiple stitches into the same stitch. First, make 3 chains as the turning chain for the double crochet. These 3 chains count as 1 double crochet. The turning chains at the beginning of each subsequent round all count as 1 double crochet. This won't be repeated in the following instructions. Next, work 1 double crochet into the turning chain of the previous round. That is, the position where the slip stitch was inserted earlier. This completes the stitch pattern inside the square brackets. FV after the chart indicates a double crochet increase. Similarly, the number shown means how many double crochet increases to make. Here, you need to make 13 double crochet increases. First, make the first one. Work a double crochet increase on the back loop of the left stitch. That is, work 2 double crochets in the same stitch. 1, 2. This completes one double crochet increase. Next, make the second double crochet increase. Pick the back loop of the left stitch, and work a double crochet increase, 1, 2. The second double crochet increase is completed. Everyone continue to pick the back loop of the previous round, and work double crochet increases. Keep crocheting all the way around until this round is finished. After completing, check the total stitch count. Then join with a slip stitch into the beginning chain. Insert the hook into both strands of the beginning chain. Make a slip stitch. The slip stitch needs to be pulled tight. This completes the second round. Continue crocheting the third round. This round is also worked in the back loop of the previous round. First chain 3 as beginning chain. Then in the back loop of the left stitch. Work a DC2 in 1. Next is FFV times 13. The parentheses here indicate a pattern repeat. The number after the multiplication sign means repeat the pattern that many times. First work a double crochet in the left stitch. Then work a double crochet increase in the adjacent position. This completes one set of the stitch pattern in parentheses. Let me demonstrate again. First work a double crochet. Then work a DC2 in 1. Second set completed. Everyone continue with the method of 1 double crochet and 1 double crochet increase. Continue crocheting the remaining part. After completing, join with a slip stitch into the beginning chain and pull tight. This completes the third round. Next, work the fourth round. Chain 3 as beginning chain. Then work a DC2 in 1 on the left stitch. This round doesn't specify to pick the back loop for crocheting. We can work into the entire stitch. After completing, work a double crochet into the adjacent stitch. Then repeat the stitch pattern in parentheses 13 times. First work a double crochet. Then work a DC2 in 1. Work another double crochet on the left stitch. This is the first group of the stitch pattern in parentheses. Let me demonstrate again. First work a double crochet. Then work a DC2 in 1. Work another double crochet on the left stitch. This is the second group. Continue following this pattern. Complete the remaining part of this round. After finishing, join with a slip stitch into the beginning chain and pull tight. The fourth round is completed. Continue to crochet the fifth round. Chain 3 as a beginning chain. Then pick up the back loop only. First work 2 double crochets in sequence. Next work a DC2 in 1. After completing, work the stitch pattern in parentheses. 3 double crochets. One DC2 in 1. The first group of the stitch pattern in parentheses is completed. Everyone continue to repeat the stitch pattern in parentheses. After completing the last stitch, join with a slip stitch into the beginning chain and pull tight. This completes the fifth round. Now crochet the sixth round. Chain 3 as a beginning chain. This round is also worked without specifying to crochet in the back loop. Pick up the entire stitch and crochet as usual. First work a double crochet. Then work a DC2 in 1. Next work 2 double crochets in sequence. Continue working the remaining part of this round. After completing the last stitch, join with a slip stitch into the beginning chain and pull tight. As you can see, this is what the sixth round looks like when completed. For the remaining rounds, no new stitch techniques are used. Just follow the chart for crocheting. After completing the final round, work a slip stitch to secure. Then leave a bit of tail and fasten off yarn. Gently tighten. Next, hide the yarn tail along the texture into the wrong side of the fabric. You can weave in a few more stitches, then cut off the excess yarn. Also hide the yarn tail at the starting point. This completes the explanation for crocheting the base piece. Now let's look at the petals. There are 6 layers of petals in total. All are crocheted by picking up the remaining half loops on the base piece. Note that when crocheting petals, you need to take a new yarn to work. Start crocheting from the dark color yarn tail as well. Save the remaining yarn ball from crocheting the base piece. Use it later when crocheting the back body. The new stitch techniques used for petals include striped double crochets, striped DC 2-in-1, single crochets, half double crochets, and CH1 picket. Please watch my demonstration. First, crochet the first petal of the first layer of petals. To make it easier for everyone to see clearly, I'll use different color yarns for this demonstration. Make a slip knot with the yarn tail. Hold the yarn with left hand. Then find the half stitch left from the first round of the base piece. That is, these horizontal bars in the first round. Insert the hook into the left side of the beginning chain. Here is the top of the beginning chain for the first round. This is the left side bar. Then insert into the loop. Draw the loop through. Slightly adjust the loop size. Then chain 3 as beginning chain. Then work a striped double crochet in the same position. As shown in the chart, there is a horizontal bar below the double crochet. It indicates the striped double crochet, which is worked the same as a double crochet, but with a different insertion point. Striped stitch means working into the front loop only. Similarly, insert the hook into this bar to crochet. Place the yarn tail for joining above the hook. Weave in the ends as you go along. Then in the adjacent position, work a striped double crochet 2-in-1. The technique is the same, it just indicates that this stitch is worked into the front loop. From now on, we won't specifically mention the striped stitch anymore. We'll just use double crochet and double crochet 2-in-1 instead. Pay attention to the chart pattern, and check if there's a horizontal bar below. Remember to weave in the ends. Next, pick up the 3 front loops on the left side one by one. Work a double crochet 2-in-1 in each. That completes the first row. Move on to the second row, chain 3 as beginning chain, turn the work. Then pick up the last stitch from the previous row, and work a double crochet. Next, pick up the remaining stitches, in this row one by one, work a double crochet 2 in 1 in each. Once the double crochet 2 in 1 on the stitches is completed, now you've reached the beginning chain position. Hook into both strands of the beginning chain. Work a double crochet. That completes the second row. You can check the stitch count now. Enlarge the loop on the crochet hook. Release the crochet hook. Turn to the right side of the fabric. Locate the position indicated by the arrow on the chart after completing the second row. Locate the position indicated by the arrow on the chart after completing the second row. This is the fourth stitch on the right side of the first round beginning chain. This is the fourth stitch on the right side of the first round beginning chain. Insert into this stitch. You can insert into any two strands. Pull through the loop. Adjust the loop size. Then begin the third row. Work single crochets for this row. Insert the hook into the last stitch of the previous row. Yarn over and pull through the loop. There are now 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over and draw through all loops in once, 1 single crochet. Complete and move on to the next stitch. Insert into the left stitch. Yarn over and pull through the loop. Yarn over and draw through all loops in once. The second single crochet is done. Continue to pick up the stitches from the previous row, 1 single crochet in each stitch. Work all the way down this row. For the last single crochet, hook into the top of the beginning chain. Third row completed. Next, find the position indicated by the arrow on the pattern chart after completing the third row. That is, the third thread on the left side here. Make a slip stitch here. This completes the first petal. Now work the second petal. Make 3 chains to start. Make a double crochet in the same stitch. Then work 4 double crochet increases in a row. This completes the first row. Then work the second row. Make 3 chains to start, turn the work piece. Make a double crochet in the last stitch of the previous row. Then pick up stitches, and work double crochet increases sequentially. Finally, make a double crochet in the turning chain. Second row completed. Enlarge the loop on the crochet hook. Turn to the right side of the fabric. Locate the position indicated by the arrow after completing the second row. This is the first petal. The stitch directly below the middle stitch corresponds to this position. Similarly, pick up any 2 strands and insert the hook. Pull the yarn through. Slightly adjust the loop size. Then complete the single crochets for the third row. Pay attention not to miss the first stitch. Make the last single crochet in the beginning chain. Complete the third row. Similarly, locate the stitch indicated by the arrow. This is the first petal. The middle stitch position of the first row. Make a slip stitch on the wrong side. Insert the hook into the placement of the stitch. Gently tighten. This completes the 2 petals of the first layer. Now work on the second layer of petals. First, adjust the yarn tail to the starting position for the second layer of petals. First, chain 3. Then locate the beginning chain position of the second round of the base piece. Insert the hook into the stitch to the left of the beginning chain. Pick up the front loop. Make a slip stitch. This adjusts the yarn tail to the corresponding position. Chain 3 as beginning chain. Work 1 double crochet in the same stitch. Then work 4 double crochet 2 in 1. The first row is complete. Then chain 3 as beginning chain. Turn the work piece. Work 1 double crochet in the last stitch of the previous row. Then pick up stitches, and work double crochet 2 in 1. Work 1 double crochet in the beginning chain. The second row is done. Stretch the loop, turn to the right side of the fabric. Insert the hook into the second round of the base piece. The third stitch position on the right side of the beginning chain. Similarly, insert the hook into any 2 loops. Pull the yarn through. Adjust the loop size. Then work 10 single crochets in sequence. Don't miss the first stitch position. After completing, the next stitch is a CH1 picket. First make a chain stitch. Then insert the hook into the front loop of the single crochet stitch, and a loop on the left side. Make a slip stitch. The CH1 picket is completed, hereafter referred to as picket stitch. Then continue working single crochets starting from the left stitch. Work all the way down this row. Don't miss the stitch on the beginning chain. After completing, insert the hook into the third loop underneath on the left side. Make a slip stitch. This completes the first petal of the second layer. Now work the second petal. Work 3 chains as beginning chain. Make 1 DC in the same position. Continue working rows 1 and 2. After completing row 2, turn to the right side of the piece. Insert the hook into the second stitch of the first row of the previous petal, counting from the left, into the loop underneath. Pick up 2 loops. Draw the yarn through. Slightly adjust the loop size. Then work 10 single crochets in sequence. Complete with a picket stitch. First make a chain stitch. Then pick up the 2 loops here. Make a slip stitch. Another picket complete. Continue working the remaining single crochets. After completing, find the position indicated by the arrow here. That is the 3rd thread on the left side underneath. Make a slip stitch. The 2nd petal is now completed. Continue to crochet the 3rd petal. Similarly, complete the first 2 rows first. After finishing the 2nd row, turn to the right side of the fabric. Insert into the 2nd stitch of the first row of the previous petal, counting from the left. Pick up both loops of the stitch underneath. Pull the yarn through. Then work 10 single crochets in sequence. Make a picket stitch. Then complete the remaining single crochets. Once done, locate the position indicated by the arrow, which is the 3rd stitch on the left side underneath. Join with a slip stitch. The 3rd petal is completed. Continue to crochet the 4th petal. Everyone complete the first 2 rows first. After finishing the second row, turn to the right side of the fabric. Insert into the corresponding position of the previous petal. Pull the loop through. Then complete the third row. Once done, insert into this petal the yarn at the second stitch position. Pay attention to insert from the wrong side of the fabric. Make a slip stitch. This completes all petals of the second layer. Next, crochet the third layer petals. First, adjust the yarn tail to the starting position of the third layer petals. Crochet 6 chain stitches. Then locate the beginning chain position of the fourth round on the base piece. Insert the hook into the second stitch, on the left side of the beginning chain. Make a slip stitch here. This adjusts the yarn tail to the corresponding position. Complete the first row first. Pay attention to the stitch count of the first row for this layer's petals, which has one more double crochet increase than the previous layer. Continue crocheting the second row. After completing the second row, turn to the right side of the piece. Insert the hook into the fourth stitch, on the right side of the beginning chain. Find 2 strands to insert into. Pull the loop through. Then crochet the third row. First make 2 single crochets, then complete. Make 1 half double crochet, yarn over, insert the hook into the adjacent stitch. Yarn over and draw through. There are now 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and draw through all loops on the hook in once. A half double crochet is complete. Continue making half double crochets on the left stitch. Yarn over, insert, yarn over and draw through. Yarn over again, and draw through all loops on the hook. Another half double crochet is complete. Continue crocheting 8 half double crochets. After completing, make a picket stitch. Chain 1 to begin. Pick up 2 strands like this. Make a slip stitch. Continue crocheting this row, that is, 9 half double crochets and 2 single crochets. After completing, insert the hook into the 4th stitch position underneath on the left side. This completes the first petal of the 3rd layer. Now crochet the 2nd petal. Chain 3 as beginning chain. Then complete the 1st row and 2nd row. After completing the 2nd row, turn to the right side of the fabric. Under the 2nd stitch from the left in the 1st row of the previous petal. Insert the hook and draw the yarn through. Then complete the 3rd row with the corresponding stitch pattern. After completing, insert the hook into the 4th stitch position on the left side. Make a slip stitch. This completes the 2nd petal. Continue to crochet the 3rd petal. Chain 3 as beginning chain. Then complete the 1st row and 2nd row. After completing the 2nd row, turn to the right side of the fabric. In the 1st row of the previous petal, count from the left to the 2nd stitch below. Insert into 2 strands and draw the yarn through. Then complete the 3rd row. After completing the 3rd row, insert the hook into the 5th stitch position below on the left side. Make a slip stitch. Note: insert into the 5th stitch position. This completes the 3rd petal. Continue to follow the chart and work the remaining petals of the 3rd layer in the same way. Complete all the remaining petals of the 3rd layer. After completing the 3rd row of the last petal, pick up the 3rd stitch on the wrong side of the 1st row of the left petal. Make a slip stitch. This completes all the petals of the 3rd layer. Continue to crochet the 4th layer of petals. Chain 6. Then find the 6th round of the base piece at the beginning chain position. On the 3rd stitch to the left of the beginning chain, make a slip stitch. The yarn tail is now adjusted to the corresponding position for each subsequent layer of petals. First chain the corresponding number shown on the chart, then slip stitch to the corresponding position. When finding the position, refer to the beginning chain position. Next, complete the first 2 rows. After completing the second row, on the third stitch to the right of the beginning chain, pull the loop through. Continue to complete the third row. After completing, make a slip stitch in the 6th stitch on the left side. The first petal is done. Continue to crochet the second petal. First complete the first 2 rows. After completing the second row, turn to the right side of the fabric. Insert the hook into the adjacent stitch, on the left side of the previous petal. Pay attention. In the stitch position to the left of this stitch, pull the loop through. Then complete the third row. After completing the third row, make a slip stitch in the 6th stitch on the left side. This completes the second petal. Everyone continue following the same stitch pattern. Complete the remaining petals in this layer. Pay attention to the joining position. Refer to the position indicated by the arrow on the chart. After completing the last petal, according to the position indicated by the arrow on the chart, pick up the back strand and make a slip stitch. This completes all the petals in the 4th layer. Moving down, continue referring to the chart. Complete the remaining 2 layers of petals. Pay attention to the stitch count for each layer, as well as the position indicated by the yarn tail. After all petals are completed, secure with a chain stitch. Leave a bit of tail and fasten off yarn. Then weave the yarn tail into the wrong side of the fabric. Follow the texture and weave in a few more stitches. After weaving in, cut off the excess part. This completes the explanation of the petal section. Next, crochet the back body using the magic ring method. Crochet in rounds counterclockwise along the starting chain. Note that for crocheting the back body, use the remaining yarn from the front body and base piece. First, cast on the adjustable magic ring. Then make 3 beginning chains. Next, make a chain transition. Then make a double crochet. Next, make a chain stitch. Continue making 5 double crochets in the magic ring loop. Between each double crochet, make a chain transition. Don't forget the last chain stitch after completing. Check the stitch count. Including the beginning chain, there are 7 double crochets in round 1. Then tighten the magic ring loop. Next, join with a slip stitch into the third chain of the turning chain. That is, the second loop on the right side of the double crochet stitch. Make a slip stitch and pull tight. This completes round 1. Now work on round 2. First, make a slip stitch in the left chain space. This slip stitch forms an oval shape. The solid dot symbol means the slip stitch doesn't need to be pulled tight. Next, chain 3 as beginning chain. Then work 1 double crochet in the chain space below. After that, make 2 chain transitions. Then work 2 double crochets in the adjacent chain space. Make 2 more chain transitions. This round involves working 2 double crochets in each chain space from the previous round. Between each group of double crochets, make 2 chain transitions. Continue working this round until it's completed. The last 2 double crochets go in the final chain space. After finishing, make a half double crochet to join this round. Pick up 2 strands on the third chain of the turning chain. Work 1 half double crochet. This completes round 2. Continue to round 3. Chain 3 as beginning chain. Then work 2 double crochets in the chain space below. After completing, make 3 chain spaces. Next, work 3 double crochets in the left side chain space. After finishing, chain 3. This round involves working 3 double crochets in each chain space from the previous round. Between each group of double crochets, make 3 chain spaces. Continue following this pattern to complete the round. After finishing the last group of double crochets, pick up the top of the beginning chain, and work 1 double crochet to join the round. This completes round 3. Move on to round 4. Chain 3 to begin. Work 1 double crochet in the chain space below. Then chain 2. Next, in the middle stitch on the left side, work a DC 2 in 1. Then chain 2. Work 2 double crochets in the left side chain space. Then chain 2. Next, in the middle stitch on the left side, work a DC 2 in 1. This round involves working 2 double crochets in each chain space from the previous round. Work a DC 2 in 1 in the middle stitch of each set of 3 double crochets from the previous round. Separate them with 2 chains. Continue to follow the chart. Follow this pattern. Complete the remaining part of this round. After completing the last DC 2 in 1, make a half double crochet to join in the beginning chain. This completes the 4th round. No new stitch techniques are used in the following rounds. Refer to the chart and finish crocheting all remaining rounds. Note, don't cut the yarn after completing the last round. After both pieces are crocheted, they need to be joined together. Leave an opening for the pillow. Then sew buttons at the opening. Watch my demonstration. After the back piece is finished, first weave in the starting tail along the texture for several stitches, then cut it. Now begin connecting the 2 fabric pieces. Take the completed front piece, place the wrong sides of the 2 pieces together, with the right sides of the petals facing outward. Insert the hook into the adjacent stitch, working into the back loop and the back loop of the front piece. Make a slip stitch. Note, don't tighten the joining slip stitches. Then insert into the next 2 adjacent back loops. Make a slip stitch. Continue inserting into the next 2 back loops on the left. Make a slip stitch. Follow this method to join the required number of stitches. Keep the fabric flat during the joining process. Don't pull the slip stitches too tight. After completing the join, make a chain stitch to secure. Leave a little yarn tail and cut the yarn. Then tuck the yarn tail into the fabric along the texture. This completes the joining section. Next, attach the buttons. Before sewing buttons, confirm the position at the opening first. Space the 3 buttons evenly. Take a yarn tail left from crocheting the back piece and thread the needle. Sew at the last round position of the back piece. Bring the needle out through the fabric. Leave a little yarn tail inside. Insert into the button's hole. Insert into the adjacent hole. Then go back into the fabric. Tie a knot with the 2 yarn tails on the wrong side to secure. Then sew 2 more times. Secure the sewing. Fasten and weave in ends on the wrong side after completing. One button is done. Everyone use the same method. Sew the remaining buttons. Button up at the aligned double crochet gaps on the front body.